Oh crap! No, wait a minute. Shoot, I was on the watch page already. Can't believe that.
Says you're live.
Yeah, we're live now.
Says you're live. Oh shit. I
Yeah.
thought I was mute. Okay, there we go. I got it.
Now I gotta mute this over here as soon as the little mute.
Oh, now
Yeah.
you're there you go.
Oh crap! Now I gotta take us out of theater mode because I've been reading. So used to reading books. I've been listening to audiobooks.
Oh, I like audiobooks. It makes it where you can like do other things and listen at the same time. It's like
Yeah.
God's gift to learning and shit. Seriously.
Well, this was just entertainment about the zombie apocalypse and a young guy that had served in Iraq, and hey, that was a good story.
Oh, I like good stories. Everybody forgets that I've written 7 books.
I remind people from time to time. He's an author, you know.
Fiction's actually good though because it gives you a way to escape and to be someone else. And I got so much. I'll tell you what, I got so upset the other day. I get really, it's so hard when you're trying to change the world but you stop to smell the roses, so you post about something that's not like fucking political, and then you get attacked and you're like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I just posted, I wanted to know about what the hell was going on with Andy Worski, right?
and
Who
and
he's
he
just
worked.
some he's just some YouTuber, and everybody was like he's lost a lot of followers, and I was just curious, you know. Oh my god, I'm curious about something. And then somebody like ripped my head off because I was like, oh, it's not political. Oh, sorry. Shit. Damn. What do you think I am, a robot?
Well, I've got a little tidbit for you. Someone commented about maybe 2 years ago. I did not learn anything from this video. I am unsubscribing. I said, well, go ahead, take a hike. There's like 500 other people that will appreciate this video. And it was just me talking. What the heck? Yeah,
I
I didn't
learned
learn.
from your videos to be desensitized to seeing a animal with their head off. I'll never forget. Was it a raccoon? What was it? Do we remember what it was?
It was a raccoon, and I remember the comment you said, "Oh my God!" Whenever you raised that raccoon up, and I seen the headless raccoon, it was
It,
shock.
it shocked the hell. I don't, it wasn't like, I'm not being mean, but it like I was sitting there just watching, do, and then I was like, oh my god, no, I
Then
mean, but
all of a
it.
sudden, I raised the animal up, and here it is.
Oh, it's
Oh
so
my
cool though.
God, it's gone.
I was so shocked. It was cool, but it was like I didn't expect it. So it was like it was fantastic, but I was like, "Holy crap. Oh man, this man's real." I watched the snake video because I wanted to know about snakes. Because I always think about like end days and you know, when the end of the world comes, right? Or
Hmm.
the end of civilization comes, right? We're all going to be in a shit situation. But the only way for us to actually survive is we build a fire and we're all in a group and we're all in a circle and we're chit-chatting and we're having fun and we're remembering why we're choosing to live in this shithole, because everybody in our little group around the fire makes it worthwhile. And I always picture that. And then I picture you lifting up the damn squirrel without the head, or not the squirrel, the raccoon, and thinking it would be awesome because It would be great. But it makes the end of civilization worth it. Little moments like that, you know. Okay, so I'm a little bit of a girl. And I'm like, "Ee!" But it was fantastic and it made it, I don't know. It made it me not worry as much, you know? Because if it happens, it happens. We all look dirty and gross. And I have to figure out how to make lipstick in the apocalypse. That's what I should do. You know what would be a great channel? Making makeup after the apocalypse.
Well, if you don't mind purple lipstick, you could use pokeberries and melt down some chapstick and recast it.
Dude, we gotta do a collab on that or something. I love purple lipstick. Men don't like purple lipstick, but that would be awesome. We should do that because think about it. It's an untapped market. And I want to know. I personally want to know because it's the little things that make life worth living.
Oh boy, Red October's out there. His first comment was, "You have to want to live in SHTF and find a way to make it one more day."
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty much a given.
exactly.
No
Exactly.
one.
I
He also said, "No one looks cute in SHTF. We all
well,
look like bums."
no, we're gonna make ourselves look better. See, don't you think how wonderful would it be? Seriously, how wonderful it would be. Okay, so we've all made it past the first wave, right? We've made it past the first wave, and now it's kind of getting back to normalcy. We got the fire, we got the food, and now we're like, you know what? Let's get a little bit of music. So we get the people doing the music, and then we got some chicks going, you know what? I kind of want to make myself look pretty again, make myself smell good again. Because I think about that. What's wrong with wanting to look pretty in the apocalypse? Come on. Is there a problem with that?
I don't see a problem with it. It's going to be a difficult thing to do to come up with those cosmetics and fumes and things. So it would be something to look into.
That's what I'm gonna do.
I figure if a guy was to come up with those ideas and solutions, yeah, he'd be a freaking hero amongst the females.
Exactly. Exactly. I hate to say it, but I really, really like I'm such a prepper and I do what I need to do, but I'm an older prepper and I I just want to look nice. Do, and I feel like there's that last little thing. So what I want to do is I want to learn how to make even perfume. Actually, perfume would probably be a little bit more important than lipstick because I can grab like if I put dirt on my face in a certain way, I'll look great. I'll look great. I'll look great. But the smell is what Elicia Clegg, yeah, Toxic Threads. The smell would be so great. And I think there's a way of doing it because I have roses, right? That they survived. So in Utah, there was this big sickness among the roses, and it took out almost all the roses. So much so we have a rose garden in Ogden. It lost all of its roses. And so they
Oh,
asked for donors and I happen to have a tiny set of roses that lived through this great plague of roses. And I'm thinking if I learned, it would be nice to just smell nice. I mean, what's wrong with smelling nice? Like I think about little things like this because at, for the apocalypse, I was most worried about going to the bathroom, you know, running toilet water. And then High
mhm.
Desert said, "What are you kidding me? That's like the easiest thing ever." And so then I'm like, "Well, good. I'll worry about how I smell." Is that lame? Am I laming your audience? They're like, "Oh my god, they dropped off." They're
Oh,
like, "What the hell? She wants to smell good." Huh.
well, that's the feeling of mine. I'm dirty. I'm smelly. I don't have my makeup on. I don't feel good. And if a woman doesn't feel good, she's not going to perform well, and no matter what the task.
Yeah, exactly. And you feel a little
That's
bit
like
better.
whenever I was on a camping trip uh, with a very lovely woman. She ran out of her period hit. She ran out of her limited supply of feminine hygiene products. So I broke out the medical supplies and started making pads. And then I hiked into town 2 hours, 2 hours there, 2 hours back to bring her things to her.
Yeah, that's kind of one of those things that you don't even think about. But and I'd be interested, do any of the preppers, like, talk about stuff like that?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Well, I took three of my t-shirts, three fresh, clean white t-shirts, took these surgical pads. They were about so wide, so long, from Curad, the Curad company, and they're heavy absorbency. So I wound up putting like three of them in one little bundle, folding over some cloth, back stitching it, and sticking a piece of duct tape on the other side, kind of rolled to where it would stick
Yeah. No,
to the
I
underwear.
we have to, I think we have to think about things like this because I know that we all about the initial blast, right? The initial fight, but then we
Mm-hmm.
forget about like the aftermath. Like what good is, you know, 50 men surviving and then you're like, "Oh shit. Well, great. What are we going to do now? There's no women." You know what I mean? And I think about that sometimes. And maybe and I do feel like maybe that's I'll do a couple videos like that. I haven't done any prepper videos for like, oh, it's been 3.5 years. I don't even think anyone remembers that I started as a prepper on YouTube. And so it's kind of funny, you know. I built my Wallapini and all that stuff, and so I think about these things, and then I see how the country is just turning into these weird things, and I don't know. I don't know. I still have hope though. I would like it to not. I would like us all to be like, you know what? Let's try another direction. I think that'd be great.
But Alicia, there's a character I've not seen comment on much of anything of mine out there in the chat, and that's Mudbuster45, also known as Dooley. Yeah, I'm doing all right, Mudbuster. How you getting along? You gonna do any more of them barbecuing vids? He is. He's a character. I think he's up there in Missouri somewhere.
Hard weather, hard times. So, what did you do today? What'd you do? What'd you get up to today?
Oh, I separated out some brass casings for my brother. He does a lot of reloading. He like he's asked me, "Do you have any 38 and 357 Magnum brass?" And I said, "I've got probably a Ziploc gallon bag full of it." And I was short on that statement by about a little less than half, but still, it's a lot. Yeah, I think you might be happy with that. There's probably, I don't know, 100 rounds, 150 rounds of brass there.
You made that?
No,
Oh,
I just bagged up the brass after I target practice, after I'm out here shooting, just scaring animals off with some cheap 38 caliber ammo. And he'll take these and punch the old primers out. Well, first he's got to think he's got to stick them in a tumbler or something and polish them up. There's so
so
many.
so what is the what gun is it that is the most universal gun?
Universal. Well, that
Like
brings
for
me.
bullets, like so I so we're going into the end of times, and then you think about, okay, so the one thing that we might run out of is ammo, so you would want to pick a weapon, I guess we should say weapon, or we shouldn't say weapon, which projectile uh, is the one that is the most, I guess, universal towards
The most common?
flying? Yeah, yeah.
Well, there's the two that come to mind for me is 12 gauge and 22.
12 gauge. Me too.
And 22's, a lot of people think, yeah, 22, that's more like a toy for a child to play with. It depends on the ammunition. I only buy a CCI brand. Uh, I really like the copper rounds that are lead free because that copper is a lot more lightweight than lead, and it flies at about 1,850 feet per second, which gives it a great amount of knockdown power. But you're not looking for that. You're looking for penetration and damage to the brain. I shot a squirrel with one of those things at about 42 paces, drilled it, knocked it dead.
See,
Shot it right behind the ear.
that's what I think about is the longevity. Like I feel like, the initial wave, we either make it or we don't. Right? We either make it or we don't. And I'm more worried about that aftermath, right? So being able to sustain the sustaining oh god, I sound like an SJW. We need to sustain. But I think about those things and how we're going to go the distance, so to speak. Go the distance, you know?
Another thing I thought about is in regards to ammunition and firearms is the 12 gauge shotgun adapter. You can put a pistol caliber round in a 12 gauge with one of these and fire it. I don't suggest the 410 shotgun adapter for a 12 gauge because, well, you basically be just as well off throwing rocks or using a slingshot.
We'll all get
Because
slingshots.
the 410 shotgun is a little bitty shotgun shell about big around as my little finger and about that long. And you're firing it out of that great big 12 gauge. That's going to spread the pattern out and just not really do much. Maybe
Yeah.
kill a small bird at a short distance.
Yeah.
But uh, if a person can get an older model, uh, full choke 410, they're a little bear raising 10 kinds of hell like the devil.
Oh.
It sounds like someone's here. That's his bark.
I'll carry on the feed. Hello, everybody. How are you this fine evening? Oh, there is somebody here. Holy cow. Look at that. That's so awesome. Wouldn't it have been scary? It was like some kind of scary feed where he's like this, like wearing a mask or some weird thing. That would be awesome. Look at that. He's got friends and everything, and he got his hat. I love hats. I need to start wearing a hat. I think it would be cool if I could personally find some kind of cool thing to make me look cool like everybody else in the prepping world.
Well, I had to tend to a wound yesterday, and this young man was just returning my IFAC. Uh, there was a kid that was up here on the cove. He cut the tip of his finger off.
Oh,
He cut the tip of his finger off, so I went and I got to check this right quick. Yeah, everything's still there. I didn't know if anybody got that bottle of lidocaine out of there or not. I thought I was going to have to do a digital block on his. Well, what a digital block is where you numb one finger instead of the whole hand. You deaden one finger instead of the whole hand, and it was his middle finger. And I said, well, if I hit it here and here, and then right back here behind this knuckle, then it's that finger's going to be dead, and I can put bloodstop powder on there, and you won't feel the burn. Uh, but he didn't want that, so I just quickly tore off about 4 strips of tape. Uh, Opened up a 4x4 inch gauze pad, soaked it with betadine, and then I held it up there, and I said, "Put the tip of your finger right here." He and whenever he put his tip of his finger in the center of the bandage, I folded it over, folded the corners, and just took the tape off of the edge of the table and went to wrapping it real quick. I could tell he was not one for pain tolerance. He had a low threshold for pain, so I tried to get it done as thoroughly and quickly as possible.
Oh my God.
I didn't know how severe it was, so I heard it was a knife wound. I didn't know what was going on or who was possibly dying, so I just grabbed my IFAK and hit the trail.
Holy
Fortunately,
crap.
I get called. I'm on call 24/7.
Damn.
People need help. Here I am.
You're hardcore, bro. You're hardcore.
You should have seen the stuff I used to do in Fort Smith. People didn't want to go to the hospital or couldn't go to the hospital for some reason, or just didn't want to. Stitches or extricating foreign object, such as a 140 grain piece of lead or something.
Holy crap. See, you're hardcore. That's crazy. That's why I like your channel. I don't even, it's funny. I try to think, like, ever since I lost my channel, I try to think back to when and where I found the channels that I found. And I try to backtrack and think, okay, how did this come about and things like I can't ever figure it out, but I don't know. I think it's cool. I'm so glad that I know you as a person because you're so super cool. You know so much. It's like crazy. It's crazy. Sorry. I'm getting so tired. I'm so tired and I know I have to go to bed in the next 10 minutes or I'm going to die because all the kids and stuff. See, that's so hard. It's going to be so hard getting through the apocalypse with kids. Oh, God. I just don't want to do it. No.
Do you, zombie.
Yeah. Do you watch? So I love watching movies. I do. It's my thing at night. Like I just want to. Sorry, I'm like touching my hair and shit. Everybody like gets pissed. Like my older videos, I touch my hair so much, and I know I do, and so I like try not to touch my hair. But anyway, so oh God, I can't think of her name, and I think she's so pretty. How can I not think of her name? Have you watched the movie Fifth Element?
Yes.
Okay, so she has blonde hair in that. Millie Jokovic. There you go. Millie Jokovic or whatever. She's Ukrainian, whatever. She's so pretty, right? So she's also in that movie, the zombie movie, where she's like a total badass. And I can't. It's like based off of a video game.
It's
I guess I could. We have like totally Google right now. Why am I even like we're trying to guess it? Let's see. Millie Jokovic. Because I gotta tell you a particular thing. Let's see. Here she is. Oh, she's so pretty. I love the women with and I've said it in a few videos, is I love the women with the long cheeks. I don't have long cheeks. I have a round face. But I think the women that have the longer cheeks and like the dark black hair and the blue eyes, I think they're so pretty. Anyway.
Resident Evil is the name of it.
That's what I was for. Resident Evil. Yeah. So in Resident Evil, yeah, exactly. Thank you. I think it was either number 2 or number 3, where they're traveling in a school bus and they have all these kids, and
Oh,
there's only a few adults left, and they're like really totally stressed out all the time, but they're like trying to protect the kids because they know, like, fuck, we got to protect humanity. I swear to God, that's going to be me. I'm going to be like driving a fucking school bus. I'm going to be like, oh my fucking God, someone just give me a goddamn cigarette somewhere. Cause I remember that scene so much because the girl that was like protecting them, she just like, just give me a fucking cigarette. Just do it. Just, I need to find a cigarette. But she's doing such a great job. And I see that because it would be true, because after the initial shock, you're like, okay, let's go out. Let's try to save as many people as possible. And I'm like, I'll be stuck with a school bus full of kids. Shit.
oh, that's when you need to go find a babysitter. Uh,
I am the babysitter.
no, I don't want this job. The
That's
first
me.
thing I would be doing would be training those little suckers to shoot.
There you go.
Here's a shoot for
They can
you.
get the
Here's a
possum.
get the big ones, get the big kids, get the shotguns and rifles in their hands, and you know they're gonna love that.
Oh, they will. They totally will, especially if you make it all into a game and stuff like that. I think it would be totally awesome.
Oh, I'd
It
have
would
to
be
stress
totally.
that this is not a game. You're not out here to waste ammo and have fun. You're here to be trained to drop zombies and bad guys.
No, no, you gotta say it's all about fun. This is a game. We'll be fine. It's all right. And everybody, you'll be fine. No, I
Oh, you
know.
try to make killing into a game. That's
Yeah.
what.
Oh, it could be fun. See, that's why God made me a prepper. He was like, you know what the prepping community needs? A chick that worries about the kids. And I was born.
I was just watching a video by Midwest Prepper on a great tool to help convert people or wake them up or whatever. I just commented, I'm tired of people rolling their eyes and bobbling their heads, uh, and the way I basically bring the reality home to them is, if you think I'm gonna save your ass, you're wrong, because I can't. I can
Yeah.
save me, possibly.
Yeah. I feel that
Only
way
if you
too.
come at me.
I'm to that point as well, Mountain. I'm to the point where eh, I'm tired. Aren't you tired? You're tired because you're like, it's now or never, but I got so we'll have to end it here because I do have to go. But I got the best advice, and I really hope that more people see this, and this is for you too, okay? Um, because I've been inundated lately with people that hate me, and it's fine, hate me. You're lost. Um, so this is the way that you have to see the future. And somebody told, because I love children. That's what I do. I protect children. Everybody knows my channel is just about protecting children. So they said, pretend that your neighbor's house is on fire. And your neighbor thinks that their kids are at grandma and grandpa's house. But you saw, because you're the neighbor, you saw grandma and grandpa take the kids in and put them into the bed. And then grandma and grandpa left. And all of a sudden, the house sparks on fire. And the fire is getting closer and closer to little boy's room and little girl's room. And the parents are there. And you say, oh my God, your kids are in there. And they go, oh, my kids aren't in there. No, your fucking kids are in there. I saw them in there. No, my kids aren't in there. And so then the question becomes, how long is it before you say, I'm not going to yell at them and say, your fucking kids are in there? You would never stop in that situation. You would never stop saying, your fucking kids are in there. And we're at the point where the house is on fire. There's kids in that room, and we know they're in that room. And despite the fact that mom and dad are looking at me like I'm a fucking idiot, I know the kids are in that room. So no matter what, it is my duty. And we know that intrinsically. If we were literally in that situation, we would never stop saying, your kids are in that fucking room. We need to put the fire out. So I've gone through what all of us are going through. We're all tired. It's just, why are we trying to help these fucking idiots that won't help themselves? And then we remember that it's not particular, it's the part of them, the good part of them that we're trying to save. And I think that helped me continue on.
Well, first of all, I would just grab the fire extinguisher, go in, and get the kids out of the house. I wouldn't stop to talk to nobody.
Well, of course, but we can't do
And
that to.
and then for those that, from now on, I'm going to ask those people to look up this term, normalcy bias. I
Yeah.
say, that's what you're suffering from, is normalcy bias. Look it up, realize your problem, and then prepare for the worst. Otherwise, you want to keep rolling your eyes at me, I'm going to roll my eyes at you every time you talk about your insurance being good, and then I'm going to ridicule you for having insurance on everything.
Yeah.
Because you're paranoid.
It's true. It's true. We're at a point where we can get to the tipping point and we can get people to our side. We really can. It's just, it's whatever forces that anybody believes in, they're coming down on us really hard right now. And this is our test. This is our moment, and we're going to make it through. And I pray that we can avoid the apocalypse. That's my hope. Everything I do, everything I say, every video I put out, every time I get deleted. And I was talking to Raven today, if you saw her. I was one of the very first people ever deleted from Facebook. I was one of the I hold one of the honors of being, I was deleted from Facebook 5 years ago.
Oh.
I was censored 5 years ago. Yeah. So I was like, I know that I'm on the right course because I'm so censored and deleted, and I'm getting better at and smarter at hiding everything, you know. But no matter what, if we can just, because it is true, if we can get to a tipping point, we won't have to fight. And that's I'm still working on that. I know a lot of people have given up, but I'm still working on, I don't want to fight because I want to keep my makeup and my perfume and my toilet.
You want to keep your makeup, your perfume, and your toilet.
That's right. But I'm going to start preparing. I'm going to figure out how to make a perfume. I think that's my next thing. I'm going to figure out how to make a perfume.
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking the only thing that comes to my mind is steam distillation, because that's how the menthol crystals that I use in my menthol tobacco are. Oh shoot, the Redneck Prepper wants a link to your channel. Oh, High Desert Pioneers out there.
Oh, it's high. We're about to end high. High Desert. No, my plan is actually, I'm just going to High Desert's house because he's like practically my neighbor. I know where he lives. You know how I know where I don't know where he lives, but I was driving through Nevada, High Desert. I was driving and I got to a place where it said, there was this little tiny sign that said High Desert. And I was like, that motherfucker, I bet he lives around here. I'm going to find that bastard.
Oh boy.
I'm going to stalk him. I'm going to go to his house and eat me some bacon. Seriously.
Eat some bacon. I got turkey on right now.
Oh, I like turkey. Are you really right there? Yes. Are you really, bro? If he really is in the area that I saw, because you can't find it. It's not on a map. It's like, if he really is where I think he is, it is like so isolated. It's crazy. There's signs everywhere that say next gas 500 miles, you know, it like warns you not to drive down the road. So if he actually is there, he is going to survive the apocalypse. Swear to God. Are you far away from it? I'm not far away from, like, dude, I'm like a minute from the highway. I-15. I-15. I'm a minute from I-15. I'm a target. I'm dead. Shit.
Let's see. I think I'm about 3 miles from a major highway and 10 miles from anything you'd call a small town. But there's like 80 something thousand people in Fort Smith. There's, let's see, 3 Walmarts and a 2 town area there, and about 4, maybe 5 big chain grocery stores. So yeah, that's all going to be empty, and we're going to have what they call the golden horde, or all the survivors, sweeping out this way, that way, looking for something to eat. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
in that hole in the ground out there in the woods somewhere.
Yeah. No, I actually I do feel like I'm in a sweet spot because if the volcano goes off, right? So you don't have to worry about that. But so if the big volcano in Yellowstone goes off, I literally have enough time to get on the freeway and just fucking it. And what I was thinking of doing, and what maybe a lot of us should think about doing, is I was wondering, and I know everybody's like all about, trucks and stuff like that, but I was starting to think about motorcycles because you could weave in and out of traffic and go certain places, but I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those things I've been thinking about, is because eh, we don't know if we're going to have to stay in, in shelter or out shelter. And I'm just thinking of like situations where it would have to be out shelter, and would a motorcycle be the right way to go? You can't carry as many supplies, but what good are fucking supplies if you can't fucking get out of the fucking place where you're at, where you need to run, right? So
Yeah.
just things to think about. But I do have to go because my granddaughter, she's hooked on me, and she loves me into bed, and I hear her. And you guys do hear her all the time. You know how I am. I'm a sucker for the kids. So I appreciate you inviting me so much. And I'm so sorry I have to go so soon, because it would be so fun, because I like talking to you. I love watching your videos. I love learning about shit that you do, because it's crazy to me. I'm going to do it one day. I'm going to go out and I'm going to get me my raccoon. I'll do it. Maybe.
Yeah, even when I look into the eyes of a raccoon in that trap,
Yeah.
sometimes I just want to turn them loose. Really, I
They're
do. I look
smart.
at that animal, and there's emotion in those eyes.
Yeah.
They may be little and beady and black, and that little mask, the little coloration of hair around the eyes, and I look at that animal, and sometimes I see desperation. Other times it just wants to bite my hand off, and that makes it easier to kill them when they want to
Yeah.
bite your hand off.
Yeah.
When they look at you with that, oh no, I'm in trouble look, that hurt, scared emotion, I want to turn them loose, really.
Yeah.
But
Oof.
most of the time, it's like eat it or go hungry,
Yeah.
kill it, and eat it, or sit with an empty stomach.
It's true. It's life though. I'm going to tell you what I tell. So, when people found out I wasn't a vegan, they thought I was a vegan, right? So my early videos, Wallapini, I grow lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, and I eat raw fruits and vegetables. The reason I do that is because I cannot stand the taste of cooked vegetables. I fucking hate it. I love carrots, but if you cook it, oh my God, I'd rather die. So when they found out that I was not a vegan or a vegetarian, they were like, dude, do you even garden? Like, do you know how many bugs you have to kill? You kill so many bugs. And we really do, and everybody laughs at me. We really do have a grasshopper problem in Utah. But the hornets will beat the shit out of the grasshoppers. So if I put a little bit of water out with some nice sugar, and the hornets come, even though I'm allergic, which my raven, she hates it. She gets so mad at me when I use hornets to make sure my garden's safe, because she doesn't want me to die. I don't know why, selfish girl. And so they will take care of the grasshopper problem. And I'm like, what's the difference between me having hornets beat the shit out of grasshoppers and killing an animal? There's literally no difference. It's a dog eat dog world. And you don't have to be mean, as long as the only thing you have to do is be nice about it. Just do it in a nice, humane way. That's what separates us from the beast. Watch a cat. Watch a cat kill their prey. Those motherfuckers are assholes. Don't be like a cat. Like, I can't fucking stand it. They beat the shit and scare the shit out of their little birds. Just kill it already. Kill it and eat it. Just stop what you're doing. What we do is humane and nice. And I lost, ever since I started gardening when I was younger. I think every single creature on this earth is the same. And sadly, I don't know why, but we have to unfortunately kill something to survive. It's an unfortunate thing. It's not nice, but as long as you do it in the nicest possible way, it's no difference from me. There's no difference to me killing a grasshopper and killing, even, and I hate to say, even a dog. I know people are going to hate me for that, but I don't see the difference. I do see the difference with humans, because we got to, I'm not like totally cruel. I would have a hard time killing a human. I would have a hard time killing octopus because they're smarter than us. And I don't have a problem killing dolphins, even though they're smarter than us, but they're dicks. They're really dicks. You see them in the wild, they're dicks. But yeah, so humans, and yeah, humans. That's about it. And turkeys are easy to kill. You see how they treat their kids? They're dicks. Just raise a bunch of turkeys.
The redneck prepper asked if you were a real woman. Or is she, question mark, sorry, got to ask, don't mean to be mean. Yes, she's a real woman with children and a husband and
Grandchildren. I'm a grandmama.
grandchildren.
2 grandchildren. 2 grandbabies. That's what I do. Maybe that's what it is that I'm an actual real woman. I went back to my roots. I decided to do gardening and raise kids. So then it makes me where I appreciate life, and babies got to be fed. Sorry. It's wrong, but maybe that's why God created women, and is because we have such an infinity towards kids, and that's why feminists have ruined everything, because they took away that connection that women really have. I in homeschooling, my daughter and I, we watch a lot of nature films with animals. And when we there were 2 different Nova specials where a black or a brown bear, and one was a white bear, a polar bear. And both of the moms, they're so much they're so much weaker than men. But when the brown bear, especially, if anyone can watch the special on the brown bear, and I think it actually is called Brown Bear. It was Disney's they do Earth Day thing. This brown bear mom happened to have twin bears, and she was starving because there wasn't enough food, but she kept feeding her babies. And another bear tried to come and eat her babies, and she was half the size. and she fought back, and yet she was still a woman. And I take my inspiration from that is that uh, men are stronger, and I appreciate that about them. I do, because it makes life easier for women. It really. But at the same time, God gave us a special gift where if we have children, it gives us this like superpower, almost like for women, not for men. It makes us equal to men for a minute, where we can protect them. And so we have this beautiful dichotomy, and I really want to see that come together in the prepping world. I really do. I want to see that where we're like, okay, we're going to get through this, and then we're all going to meet up, everybody here. We're all going to meet up. We're going to build a bonfire, and then I'm going to tell you how I made perfume. And Mountain Man's going to get us, hopefully, he kept some pepper and salt like he promised, right? Bro, you said you keep some pepper and salt. And he's going to make us a meal, and we're all going to sit around the fire, and everything's going to be normal. That's my goal. Right. All right.
Oh, oh.
It's lame.
No, not really. Whenever you get to talking about what you want to do and how you want to do it, that's your thing. You know, just like everything that I do out here to survive is my thing. I've got a garden going right now. I'm a carnivore, but in the springtime, I like omnivore. Like
Yeah.
plants, animal flesh, plants, whatever. You know, I've got poke salad out there. I've got to pick. Someone commented that poke salad is full of carcinogens. No, it isn't. And no wonder that person's troll account is called Jackass.
Oh, yeah.
With a big picture of a donkey with his mouth wide open, you know, hee hawing around. No, my grandma ate poke salad and scrambled eggs just about every meal whenever she was in the nursing home, and she had cancer and she survived for 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't listen to jackasses. All right, but I seriously have to go. I can hear her. And I keep having to mute and everything. So I feel bad. Thank you for having me. We'll talk again soon.
All right.
All
I'll
right,
see you later.
everybody have a good night. Sorry. Nana duties call. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right, Elicia. Good night. Well, I invited Elicia over for this particular event, and it's probably going to be the shortest one ever. So, I can rename the event Monday Evening Visit with Elicia Clegg, or Toxic Threads, I should say. And I'll post our channel link in the video description. Uh, yeah, Redneck Prepper, she's a busy woman. She had a few minutes to spare this evening, so I thought I'd crank up a live event and see what subjects we could discuss. And now I've got some projects to work on. How to make lipstick and perfume for a woman in the apocalypse. So for now, this here's the old Mountain Man signing off from the backside of this here lake, hoping that y'all are prepared or getting prepared or will be prepared soon. You got it, Redneck Prepper. We'll talk with y'all later. Adios for now.